What if I tell you there is a way to crack every single interview to guarantee that you get your dream job? And to be honest, there is a lot of bad advice on the internet. But trust me, this video is not one of them. Hi everyone, my name is Payal Bansal and I have worked nearly 7 years in Amazon and have conducted multiple interviews as a manager, have worked very closely with the HR team. So I know exactly what recruiters are looking for. And here's some of the interview secrets that work every single time. So today I am going to talk about everything starting from the interview preparation to the end of the interview. Before we start, please subscribe to the channel. And now, without any further delay, let's get the ball rolling. Every single person is going to tell you to prepare well for the interview, but nobody will tell you the dangers of over preparing. Because nobody knows the whole point of having an interview is just to have the conversation and not a police interrogation. You know how many times I have conducted the interview where the person is clearly reading the script, and trust me, they are automatically out of the race. So if you are somebody who spends hours in preparing for each interview, first take a deep breath and breathe out your negative energy. Because today I am going to tell you that you can prepare for just 1 hour for your each interview. Yes, you heard it right. 1 hour is enough. In that 1 hour, the question is, what are you going to prepare now? First, you just have to focus on these things. What this company does, why you want to work there, and why you are a fit for the job position you are applying for. Also, listen, whenever your interview is scheduled, always show up precisely 5 minutes earlier because it shows that you are serious for this job. Additionally, dress professionally for your interviews. Don't just sit in your pajamas and your tees. Trust me, hiring managers noticed all these things. And now this interview skill is highly underrated and I hate that. So when an interviewer starts with a generic small talk like, how are you? Never reply by saying, I am great. How are you? Because that's just the end of your small conversation. Rather, share a small but relatable detail about your week or your weekend. For example, you can talk about watching a game or visiting a new place during the weekend. Because it helps you to build a human connection and it also gives you a chance to stand out. Here, you are giving the recruiter a chance to say, oh, I love this game. Oh, I have read this book. It's amazing. And trust me, these small things actually helps to break the ice and give you a chance to have a real human conversation which an interview preparation can never teach you. Have you heard this saying, first impression is the last impression? And when the interviewer asks you this question, tell me about yourself, please don't just start blabbering. Remember, this is your chance to talk about yourself, but just give the necessary details. The interviewer is not interested in where do you live, where are you from, and this is how the most people answer this question. Hi, my name is Payal. I am from India. I have done MBA and I live here, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, this is annoying. You lose the interviewer then and there only. The interviewer here wants to know about you, yes, but in a brief. Who you are, what you do, and what you want, but professionally. And this is why you should always research before the interview what the company does, what you will be doing at this position, and that is your answer. You can say, hi, my name is Payal. Thank you so much for having me in the interview today. I am a senior manager who is passionate about building strategies at the marketing space. When I was reviewing the job description for this role, I saw the opportunity for the media strategy, which is my area of expertise and my passion. So I was really excited. As part of the work I do at my current company, I am managing a team of 15 people where I'm responsible for their one-on-ones and the performance management. Together, we increase the revenue of social media from 3 million to 20 million in 2 quarters. Since I have this much experience, I am really interested in your company's mission to double the size in the next couple of years. Right now, I am looking for an opportunity to contribute to the success of your team. Now the hardest part, because the interviewer is going to ask you this question, tell me about the time you did this or that. This is the time where most people freak out. Easy trick is here just to research before your interview and look into the job description. Check what skills are they looking for and prepare your answers highlighting that thing. For example, if they are looking for somebody who is a team player, so prepare your answers in a way that can highlight when you had helped a teammate who was struggling with the performance or with the metrics. This is a perfect example to show that you are great at it. As I mentioned in almost all of my videos that a a good answer is always in the star format. Some people will say that it's outdated, but this can never go out of trend because this is one method that saves you from over explaining and keeps you on the track. If you want more details on the star method, you will find the link in the description box. Alright, by now you have done your research, have written your answer, but now the main question, how do you present it? Because that matters too. It actually determines if you will get the job or not. Every company wants to see if you can express your ideas into words. Is this person clear or easy to understand? Someone I can see myself working with. And the best part, if you are communicating confidently with a smile on your face, with the right hand gestures, trust me, the interviewer will ignore your slight mistakes in the answers. So practice speaking at the right pace. Why am I saying this? Because when people are nervous, either they start speaking too fast or too slow. So record yourself answering the fake questions. You can use ChatGPT or you can let me know in the comment section. I will share a list of the fake questions that you can practice with. But remember, practice speaking at the right space. Confident people are never too fast or slow. Do you have any questions for me? Have you heard the interviewer asking this question at the end of your interview? And I don't know why people don't take that seriously. They answer it by saying, no, I don't have any questions. Or why should I ask questions from the interview? What if I tell you that this can be your chance to stand out and this can decide if you will get the job or not? Here's the best advice. Always check the LinkedIn profile of your interviewer and you can ask the question like, you've been working in this company for the last 5 years. I'm just curious to know what's the thing you love the most about working here? Even though the question is simple, but it helps you to again have the human conversation. Maybe the interviewer says something which is relatable or something you can both laugh about. Because remember, right after the interview, he or she has to document the interview feedback. And if you maybe make them smile just before that, maybe they give the better feedback about you and you get your dream job. And before we end the video, one bonus tip for you. Acing the interview is not about having the perfect answer or memorizing everything. It's just about preparing the right way, communicating the right way, and paying attention to the little details that actually make a difference. That is it for today. I genuinely pray that you smash every interview that is coming your way. I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel because your one subscribe genuinely helps me to understand that you love more content like this and I love making videos for you. So I'll see you another week with another topic. Till then, bye-bye.